This week's episode of Tech File, let's see. What did we talk about here? Spent a lot of time talking about new NBA team looks, free agency.
We talked about them Lakers. Talked about them Bucks.
Laker Nation out here.
Someone was really excited earlier about them Lakers.
I'm still excited, goddammit.
Oh, Tim didn't sway you?
No, fuck that nigga.
No, I wasn't trying to sway him. I was giving him a different perspective. That's all.
God damn.
You know, seeing things. Try to give you a little bit of reality.
Talking bullshit. It's alright.
He got real hostile.
It's alright. It could be competition.
Hey, we ain't been here like this. Like it's
coming back for what's ours.
It's Bucks and hey, we on the same level. We looking you eye to eye, nigga.
Hey, that's cool, and I respect that. I said, don't nobody say shit to me about no Lakers if you not a Bucks fan. So I know they the champs. Y'all can talk shit.
I was saying, because y'all was right behind us, so like
that's what I'm saying.
Don't say shit to us.
Yeah, so don't say shit to us.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. But yeah, we talked about that. We talked about the MLB trade deadline and how crazy that was. Talked about Aaron Rodgers and him finally speaking to the media. And
Aaron Rodgers.
And our feelings on that. We didn't talk about his golf cart, though, that he got from Bakhtiari, his pimped out golf cart that he be driving around Green Bay in. But there you go. If you didn't know, now you know. We talked about the Olympics, basketball, of course. We talked about Simone Biles. We talked about some NFL transactions and injury news. And yeah, we was just chopping it up. It was a fun show.
Indeed.
The 8 works. Because, I mean, technically, it ended in 13.
Hey, y'all let us know if the 8 years count or not. Y'all know.
You can just say every 9 years and then the math checks up.
Hey, do not jump in on that bullshit.
Y'all listen and let us know what you think. Enjoy the show. Episode 211 of Technical Foul, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. That felt good. Hell y'all.
I'm the RJ.
Only known as
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
We're better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
All right, folks. So go ahead and follow us on our social medias. We have a Facebook page, Technical Foul Podcast. We also have a group on that Facebook website, Technical Foul Pod Overtime. We can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam. We also have an Instagram and a Twitter at Technical Foul.
What else you got?
www.technicalfoul.com. Hey, don't forget, in Technical Foul, don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You're damn right.
What else you got?
We also have a YouTube page. It's back up and running. The construction is complete. We have uploaded new things. It's a new day.
Yes, it is.
Like I say every week, man, if you guys are being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share it on what you know. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, everybody, man, wherever you're sharing right now. Married couples, divorced couples, everybody. Everybody.
All.
It don't matter.
Everybody. Single couples, too.
Yeah, all that.
Y'all be killing me. The single couples.
Hey, it'd be like that, B. But, wherever you are right now listening, share with the person next to you. Be like, hey, I'm listening to Tech File. You should listen, too.
Shout out to Donovan for actually...
Yeah, shout out, bro. He a real one.
For sure.
Shout out. He actually did the Tech File Challenge. He actually put someone on the pod. He showed us the text message.
That's all y'all got to do. It's simple. Do it right now. Y'all listen like, oh, yeah, I'm going to share it real quick. Just do a quick screenshot. Let us see it.
Like, you listen to us every week. You know you enjoy it. Why don't you have your friends enjoy us, too?
Exactly.
Come on through with it.
And wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Yep.
SoundCloud,
yep,
Stitcher, Spotify. It's actually good. I recommend Spotify. Pandora.
That's how I've been listening to it.
Amazon Music.
Amazon Music.
iHeartRadio. Himalaya.
Like a player.
Wooshka.
Wooshka.
The award-winning Good News app.
Good news.
Yeah.
You heard the men singing so beautifully. The good news. Make sure y'all download that Good News Radio app. Listen to us live every Tuesday between 6 and 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That is 4 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time.
Mm-hmm.
We like rush hour traffic for the West Coast. I realized that. Like, okay, y'all can throw us on during rush hour and you be good to go. We'll be
Oh, for
fine.
sure. You stuck. You know, you instead of yelling at them, yell at us.
I don't want
Don't yell at
nobody
the people in
yelling
the
at
cars. No road rage. No. You know they ain't gonna move. You ain't going nowhere. Just throw us on. We'll carry you through rush hour.
Yeah, we'll help you through it. I don't know what the hell he talking about, but we're gonna help you through it.
It was a long way for him to get to.
Exactly, to get to where we.
But it's the same.
Hey, man.
Hey, you ain't brought the same in a long time. But yeah, make sure I download that app. Listen live. Interact with us in the chat box. It's really fun for us. And I guess it'll be fun for y'all too. Like, come on, man. Be part of the show.
Oh, yeah. And obviously, you can listen to us wherever you're listening now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. 5 stars or better. It helps us. We appreciate it.
And we need all 5 of them.
Indeed.
And all the praise, all the good comments. Bring them on. Top listening cities from the past week and international listeners. We're going to shout all of them out.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What's up, hometown? Welcome back to the number 1 spot.
Showing love. I see y'all.
I'm noticing a trend already.
Oh, yeah, it's a big trend this week. Number 2.
It was a celebration.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Madtown.
Hello,
Welcome
neighbor.
back.
Number
Welcome
3.
back.
We got Germantown, Wisconsin.
Germantown. Welcome back.
Number 4. We got Waunakee, Wisconsin.
Wanakee.
Top 4. Oh,
Hello, neighbor.
Welcome back.
Number 5. We got Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia. Welcome back.
Number 6. We got Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
Menominee
Hello,
Falls.
neighbors.
Welcome back.
Number 7. We got Los Angeles, California.
Laker Nation, what up? Welcome.
All right.
Make sure y'all keep coming back now, you hear?
All right.
We got shit to talk about, goddamn
Listen,
it.
I understand. You in a good mood today. I understand. I understand. Number 8. We got Kenosha, Wisconsin.
K-Town, welcome back. This is
Number 9. We have Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town, always showing love.
And number 10. We got San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio. Welcome. Come on back now.
All right, now.
Where's Cypress and all that? What we missing from Texas? Cypress, Houston,
Corpus Cove.
Corpus Cove. Oh, y'all, where y'all at, man? Y'all declining. We need y'all to get back up.
Who else haven't we heard from in a long time?
I'm trying to think.
Any other cities?
Spain.
Yeah, Spain. Yeah, where's Spain at?
Man.
In Belgium.
But yeah, international listeners. So if you're new here, when I name off the country that, tuned in last week, Tim responds by saying hello in that country's language. So let's get it going. International listeners from the past week. Belgium.
Salud.
Germany.
Hold on now. Don't be going. You too quick now.
You had already.
You can look at yourself.
Did he just answer?
Hello.
New Zealand.
Kia ora? Yeah, something like that.
I see.
We got Russia.
Privet.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. We got Ireland.
Shit. I think it is English. Hello. Hold on. I got you.
You double checking your facts.
Mhm.
You making sure. Cause we ain't got no bell. Where is the bell actually? Let's get that.
It still got bubbly on it.
It got that buzz.
Yes. Hello. Hey.
Hello.
Oh wait. No, that's English. See, I think if you pronounce the D's, is D a do it?
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, do it.
Because DH, I ain't never heard a word.
Did you
pronounce
do
the
it?
word with DH.
Did you do it?
Damn near.
We got the Netherlands.
Yeah. I was almost there.
Dutch.
There's a lot of.
Oh, it's Alo. Yeah, same thing.
Hello.
We got Brazil.
Brazil.
Hola.
We have Australia.
Today.
Good day.
Good day. Yeah,
Nate.
hey, or hello.
Nate.
Hey, shout out to Kane.
Hello. Shout out to Kane. We also have St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Now that one, it was
It's an island in the Caribbean.
See, I thought of Rihanna right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's go say hi.
Barbados, right?
But ain't they part of like the Caribbean too?
They'd be like saying like you from Canada. It's a different country.
For sure.
Or you were from Minnesota. Yeah, you fight somebody to tell you from Minnesota.
Yeah.
English is so it's hello.
All right. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to everybody for the last month. July was our highest listened to month in the history of us doing this show. So that was kind of cool to see. Y'all really tuned in. Bonus episodes got some love. So appreciate all y'all. Hope y'all keep tuning in. Let's get them numbers up. Tell somebody.
Definitely.
So we can beat July.
So for sports tech of the week, do y'all want to do swimming or soccer?
Swimming.
That's cool.
So that's fine.
Okay. On August 3rd, 2012, American super swimmer, their words, not mine, Michael Phelps won the 100-meter butterfly in London to take his all-time Olympic gold medal tally to a record 17. So he won a 17th gold medal.
That's duh. It's just wild because like in the moment you don't like you realize it, but you don't realize it, and then after the fact you go back like 17.
Yeah.
My God,
He was destroying the competition.
What year was this again?
2012.
17
Doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Like I remember watching it, like and being like, "This dude is."
Yep.
And it wasn't
almost a decade ago.
It was a lot of fanfare and everything like that. Like, yeah. Wait, wasn't after that Olympics where the picture came out?
I don't know. He always been smoking. I don't know. There's two things I know about Michael Phelps. He smokes and he wins. So
Hey,
Yeah. Sounds like winning combo.
yeah. That being said, let's get into the topics of the week. Okay, whistle.
use his inhaler this week.
Right.
My man's
Okay. I'm with
he's
it.
been working out.
I'm with it.
Get his cardio up.
It's been a busy week in the NBA since we last were here together. We did drop a bonus episode of the podcast, you know, just talking about free agency, making sure everything is cool. So that was about an hour we dropped yesterday. And yet and still, there's so much more to discuss. Like, we had the draft, which we really didn't get into. Free agency has taken some more crazy turns. The Lakers is just getting everybody right now. So let's just go over some moves, how we feeling about where our teams are at, and which teams you're looking forward to watching. And like, Ken, I'm gonna just concede the mic to you because you even got on all the Laker colors.
That's all I was just looking at.
Hey man, it's been a great day, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Laker Nation, we've definitely had a day. I am overjoyed with all the moves that's going on, and then I love it because everyone is like hating so fucking hard, and it just like when it all works out in the end, it's gonna be even better.
What they hate on?
Everybody just like, oh, this Laker team, oh.
They are.
Hey,
They
they
own
are.
as shit.
The niggas
We're trying to win right now. These niggas can win now.
You know,
2 years from now,
They could win 2 years ago.
Yeah. You know what I
they
smell?
can win right now. What is wine?
No,
right?
no.
Wait,
Hey,
what you
No,
smell?
no.
What you smell?
I smell 2004.
That's a little too far back.
I smell 2004.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All over again.
Karl Malone?
don't be disrespectful, bro.
I'm not.
That's disrespectful.
Y'all got all these superstars over the age of 35.
Hey, man. Let's go work.
Wait. Is it 2004 or is it 2012?
Damn.
Because we've been here before.
Damn.
It happens every so many years, it feels like. Maybe this is LeBron's turn.
Every 8 years.
It can't happen to LeBron. It can't happen.
Every 8 years, bro.
No.
2004, 2012, 2000. Well,
Oh,
Yep.
I was waiting for you to get there. I'm like, almost.
You almost had it, goddamn. You
Almost. But my point is, y'all skipped a year.
Hey, you almost had
Y'all
it.
got lucky. Y'all got
Had
lucky.
it.
You know why?
Oh, Jesus.
Because they had to wait for y'all to get to happiest.
Our happiest.
Y'all happiest. Y'all had to fill the squad with everything.
You know what it was? It was the pandemic that threw it off.
That's what I said. They had to put it on hold.
Yeah, no.
We'll get y'all a chip. And then when y'all get y'all at y'all highest, y'all supposed to take this last year. Look at y'all, everybody and everything. Y'all gonna buy the free agent market again.
All right. That's fine.
Because right now, everybody in Laker Nation screaming shit, so you can't get mad when everybody else say the opposite.
We was screaming shit damn near before the playoffs was even over.
Saying, you can't get mad and can't say the opposite. Nah. But it does scream.
We do it every year.
Exactly. It does.
That's what we do.
Nah.
They do this.
Yeah.
Exactly. We gonna get a ring every year.
This team does scream.
They like Cowboy fans.
Those teams, bro.
Hey, relax. We're better than them.
But I will say this:
we're winners over here. I don't know what they're doing. Hey, we're winning. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what those guys
It
do.
overlaps.
We've been winning lately.
It's a good squad though. Y'all best signing was Malik Monk.
And Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
That's the thing. Like, you can kind of parse it. Like, there are certain moves that they made where I'm kind of like, I don't know, they over the hill or they don't necessarily fit. Mm-hmm. But then there are also like under the radar ones that are it's like, damn, that's a good pickup. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of names, and I think that's what most people are reacting to. It's like, yeah, the names might be bigger than the production at this point, but they did build like a team that makes sense. On
Exactly. Yeah.
They going for it this year.
That's all I've been saying. Like,
it's a nice
this team is built for today.
Tim had to get
to
his
win
rat
right
off,
now.
but
I just get y'all know the perspective.
You cool? I understand.
Y'all be trying to say it's not, because even in the back of y'all mind, y'all like, hey, damn, I hope it ain't like.
Of course, that's always there. Like, you know, that's why you don't be trying to get too happy. But then when the nigga finally let his guard down, then that's when, you know, all the shit hit the fan. But no, I understand what you're saying. But this team is orchestrated and built to win, like, next season.
Yeah, it's
like we ain't even worried about like nothing else besides next season. Yeah. Like that's what it's built for. And right now, the pieces that they're putting together it can work for us to win next season.
Because I feel like Bron was like, let me get the cats that I want.
Yeah, my people. Yeah,
because we're gonna make this one last push.
That's fine. LeBron has already done what he's already given us a ring.
Seeing what the Lakers did this summer and what New Orleans has done so far, I'm ready. GM LeBron is good at his shot.
That's what he's there for.
Shit.
Everyone, it's been amazing. Like watching him work. Like it's been, it's exciting. Not even just like for the Lakers. It's like the NBA as a whole, like all the moves and stuff. It kind of seems like it's more balanced now a little bit. It's not just like I feel like all the moves like people are more like Miami should be better.
I feel like more teams think they got a shot right now.
Yeah,
I feel like more teams are gearing up for a run.
Yeah, it's not just like you go get everybody's best.
I just want to say like niggas heard when Giannis said teaming up is easy. Cause they like, oh, bet.
Hey.
For sure. It is.
Hey, shit. Let's go. A win is a win, goddammit, shit.
Cause goddamn.
Ooh, it's a buzzsaw everywhere.
It feel like the NBA saw them ratings from the finals and was like, never again. It's quiet for that shit.
Giannis was a buzzsaw. That man said, I'm not going to be stopped here. Like, F this knee. I don't look. We going. I'm about to win this. It's interesting seeing how everybody else is gearing. I feel like the Bucks can have like one more move here.
That Melo exception.
If they willing to spend fucking money.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why are they not trying to do anything?
No, they in the tax. They don't want to go further into the tax.
Yeah, they didn't want to.
I thought you were talking about Bobby. I mean, not Bobby. PJ.
I am.
We are.
Like with the big three, their big three, like they're gonna be in the tax for the foreseeable future. Mm-hmm. So it's just really a matter of like how much you're willing to pay. And like Patty Mills, like he added like 30 something million, even though his salary is only at like 6 essentially to Brooklyn's tax bill. So like that's the type of penalty that the Bucks are looking at, like exponentially. Like every dollar over the luxury tax gets taxed. What is it? $1.50. It's hefty.
I think it's $1.50.
Yeah. So it's punitive, and again, like it's not my money, but at the same time, like y'all bought a professional basketball team and like you built it into a winner, quote unquote.
So spend some money.
Yeah. Like this is the cost of doing business, right? Like. So you can't go to me and be like, oh, well, you know, we have to worry about our fiscal. Like, no, y'all just won a championship. Like, the city came out and supported you.
Yeah.
I saw what finals tickets were, so it's not like y'all hurting.
Recoup whatever you thought you lost.
And that's the thing where it's like, this time I feel that way completely. Like, there were people saying the same thing when Brogdon was on the team, and they let Brogdon go because they didn't want to go into the text at that time. But I was like, this team hasn't proven they can win yet. So I can get it. Like, at that moment, I was like, I can reason enough with myself to be like, this isn't a, like, ungodly move. Like, we didn't, like, screw ourselves up. Thank God we won a championship, because now we know we didn't. It was cool. It was cool.
It was our shot. We knew that was our window.
But it's
anything was like this, though.
But it's different when you're ducking the tax to not pay it, because, like, there are advantages, like, for team building purposes to being under the tax. Like, you get more avenues for you to improve your team. Like, once you're over the tax and, like, you're committed to it, like, you there. Like, that's only ownership money that's at stake at that point. Like, so, like, not using PJ's bird rights because, like, you're trying to penny pinch, and not using, like, your second round pick when you're actually in a position to pick up a player that actually might pan out, as opposed to, like, a Hail Mary. You know what I mean? Like, those are moves that literally only save you money, like, as the owner. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, you're not saving anything with the salary cap. You're not saving anything, you know, like, oh, we're going to use these assets going forward. Like, no, you're just like, we don't want to spend that much, so get rid of all that. And that's the frustrating part. It's like, you know, PJ as a player, like, I enjoyed him, but, like, he's gonna be 37 next year. Like, it's limited what he's gonna bring back. And, like, I get it, like, if you do the cost benefit analysis, but, like, if you, like, you don't have a way of replacing that, and, like, you have limited players.
Excuse you, they said Semi Ojeleye is gonna be
okay. And that's the thing, he actually might be more productive in the regular season, and, like, I don't begrudge that, but, like, as we've seen, like, through this run that the Bucks have had through the last couple of years, like, there are 82 game players and there are 16 game players, and, like, you have very limited 16 game players on your roster, and you just let one go because you didn't want to spend some money.
So you got to get another one.
Yeah, which you haven't shown any ability to,
unless they're banking on Dante being one of the numbers, since he technically missed when PJ was, you know, like, I
mean, like, so they go from having 6 to having 7. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I hear you. I'm just saying,
I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying, like, that, you know, like, I feel like they barely made it across this year.
They did.
Like, they were down to 6 players in that. It was a mud
Brooklyn
win. Series.
I mean, but you also banking on the improvement of Wara too.
So they're banking on at least one of those young dudes to pop.
Yeah, but that's pop as, like, an 82 game. Like, they haven't even proven that they can be 82 game players yet, let alone 16 game players. So, like, you gotta walk before you run.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you. I don't know. I feel that's why I said there's one more move here.
If there wasn't spent.
Listen,
what do you want to see?
They gonna
spend that. It's just on who.
What are your needs, and what do you guys think or want to happen?
I saw that George Hill got released.
Okay, who's open that you guys can possibly pursue?
Depends on what the money for.
No, he's just saying, like, who realistically
who's available.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Tim's hope for Victor Oladipo, which apparently, like, his market is non-existent at this point. So
it could be realistic.
So he is actually, like, a realistic target. But again, like, he had surgery in the spring, so I'm not even sure, like, when he'll be back.
Yeah, he'd be on the bench for a while.
Yeah. Which, again, like, if you had Dante healthy, then maybe that'd be more palatable. But at this point, you need a fifth starter.
Schroeder
is also. I mean, again, like,
listen,
God damn, he lost a lot of money. If that's the case.
Did. Listen, if that happened somehow, that'd be ridiculous. I don't think his market has decreased to that level. I don't think that's really that realistic. But oh my God, if it happened, if Kendrick Nunn will take less, and Ken Bazemore is like, no, thank you, Warriors.
He wasn't at the Lakers, was he?
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza.
Yeah,
Trevor Ariza.
Tucker resigned.
The Lakers got Bazemore, Ariza, Wayne Ellington, which I love the Wayne Ellington pickup. That's a shooter. I got Dwight Howard, which, man.
I mean, it's a big body, though, to throw out at bigger teams.
He's fucking.
Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, THT re-signed.
Yes.
Like, it's a good team.
And they got Malik Monk to take, like, the vet minimum and then sign, like, 2 more guards. I'd be pissed.
Again, if Malik Monk could take the vet minimum. Someone called Dennis Schroeder up and he liked Milwaukee anyways, man. He liked
30-some million.
Right. I mean, it's basically Germany.
I remember when he was younger and he was like, I actually would like to play in Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee. They got this German area. I didn't realize that Milwaukee was so German. It's like, yeah, nigga, we eat brats. Come.
Yeah, so I think Danny Green, I would also be interested in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because again, like that gives them somebody to guard.
Did Oubre sign yet?
Nope.
He ain't exactly what I'm looking for, but
hey man, he's 6'7" and
exactly
can
like
somewhat shoot.
So there's some names out here. Like the Bucks, if something could shake, if the Bucks got some negotiators, if someone got a little LeBron in them on the Bucks,
I mean that's the problem. Like Giannis always goes to Greece during free agency. Like, bro, you need to be here working the phones. Like you in different time zones. Like that kind of.
I wonder who on the Bucks is that guy who be like in the players' ear.
I mean, shit, Drew and Chris are in Tokyo right now. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody over there is,
I can see Drew
a receptive audience.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying, like,
George Hill's coming back to the Bucks.
Is he for real?
Free agent guard George Hill plans to sign with the Bucks after clearing waivers and the opening of league year.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Veteran point guard is set to return to Milwaukee. Welcome back, George.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It worked out.
It makes sense.
Happy for y'all.
He's
a great player.
That still be a vet minimum. So.
Oh wait, that's what it said.
I don't know, but if we get him back more than vet minimum, bro, like that ain't. I don't know, man.
George Hill don't take discounts.
No.
I will tell you that right now. So if it is the vet minimum, that means that's all he could get. But if he can get more,
he's clearing waivers though.
Yeah, they're not claiming him off waivers. Like he have to sign like a new deal.
I told my guy at work today, I was like, George Hill on the block, he could come back. And he was, I forgot about George Hill. And I was like,
and again, like if they still have the mid level, then we still need a wing because I don't think Rodney Hood is it.
Oh, Rodney Hood, I don't know what.
Interesting signing.
I mean,
if he's healthy,
it's low risk, high reward. It's pretty much the same concept as the Depot trade, where it's like, or Depot pickup if that was to happen, where it's like it's a guy whose value is not that high.
Who could pop for you? If he's healthy.
And if he pop, you really got you one. Because before his Achilles.
His Achilles.
he was actually like pretty decent. This past season, he was not good at all.
No, I looked at his basketball reference page. Like he was like 50, 40, and then 78. But like he was over 50% from the field, over 40% from three, high volume, like averaging double digits, and then blew his Achilles out. So if he's rehabbed enough and can make it back somewhat athletically, like that's your bench shooter. But again, like given what he gave last year, I don't know if you can bank on that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that deal they gave him is not guaranteed.
Well, how you feel about your team? You see what's happening around you? Chicago loading up. Chicago got Zoe.
Who they gonna stop?
They got Caruso. They got DeRozan. Only guys who play defense over there is Caruso and
Caruso's scrappy.
And Pat Williams. Lonzo pretty decent.
Lonzo, he decent.
From what I understand about Lonzo's defense, though, like that's more like team defense, not necessarily like lockdown.
Individual.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
He might falter then.
Caruso might help him out.
Caruso's scrappy.
No, Caruso is one of the best defensive, like...
he's just good. Like, Scrappy feels like underselling him.
Yeah, that feels more like Dellavedova.
Right, that's just like white people speak, like...
Oh, well, no. You know,
he ain't gonna get ran
energy.
Right. He'll fuck you up if he has to.
You see, they put him in the Jordan meme off top as soon as he got over there.
Caruso. I like what Chicago is doing. I don't know how they gonna stop anybody, but...
Yeah. It's gonna be fun to watch.
I swear it's gonna be fun to watch.
I'm definitely gonna be in Chicago.
When I saw the signing trade, I'm like, they going for it, and by it means the 6th seed because that's probably the ceiling of this team. To be quite honest, which ain't bad. Like when you haven't been in the playoffs for 10 years or whatever it's been. Like,
and really, you just gotta get in the you gotta get in the door, and see what happened, and just see what happened. Just hoop. See what's happening.
And they have talented players. Like DeRozan was a little bit of an overpay, but like you have talented players that you can flip. Like if the fit turns out to be bad, like
DeRozan said, "F that minimum contract. Let me get paid."
Sorry, people that know him have been saying like, "Oh, y'all can quiet all that discount talk." Like pros not taking again. Like George Hill, like I don't take discounts.
All three of them were 3 years, $85 million, weren't they?
Caruso wasn't. He was
No, I'm sorry.
Caruso, I think like
Levine,
43.
because didn't Levine get an extension?
No.
They're working on it.
Okay.
I don't think they can because they used up their cap space.
I'm gonna say because Lonzo's was and DeMar's was.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they were saying like they had to choose one of two paths, and like Levine was saying like, I think he said like they just have to. He has to trust that they'll actually bring in the players that he wants, and then he's willing to forego doing his extension now. But obviously, like that comes with a bit of a risk because he's unrestricted next year. So if this shit don't work out,
and then hey.
And then with Lonzo, like his old agent was telling him that he'd never get money like he get now. And as soon as he fired him and hired Rich Paul, and look at him.
Because his agent wanted him to take whatever New Orleans was offering.
Yeah, whatever they was offering.
He said, no.
Another man that does his work is Rich Paul.
Oh,
exactly.
Man,
and make sure you know about it every time.
they gonna take over the league.
It's always an advertisement. They can take over the league, Miami.
Yeah.
They got a nice squad.
Kyle Lowry came over there. Kyle. Duncan Robinson. They re-signed him. They grabbed our boy PJ. I mean, I'm sure he was disappointed he couldn't come back to Milwaukee, but my guy was like at the bar. He was sitting there like, I want to go somewhere warm. Like
he's in Miami, bro.
Miami.
When you saw him doing donuts in the snow, like you knew he wasn't gonna be here long. And it was like April too. Like it wasn't even like dead of winter. It was like it should be warm.
We
now.
had that one of them random last snowfalls we be getting. This nigga can.
He been nut. But
I have a question. Like, how did
Jimmy Butler got extended?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
How did San Antonio get more for DeRozan in a signing trade than Toronto did in the Lowry signing trade?
Say that one more time for me.
How did San Antonio get more for DeRozan in the signing trade than Toronto did in the signing trade for Lowry? I mean, I guess it depends on like where you value Dragic at this point, because like
that's fair.
And I guess like Precious counts as a first rounder essentially, so it's kind of equal. But like you wouldn't think
that DeRozan would warrant
a first and 2 seconds plus Thad Young, who was actually good.
You know, Thad Young is a good player.
I hear you. And then they only got I hear you.
What are they doing in San Antonio?
Couldn't tell
Your
you.
guess is as good as mine.
Couldn't tell you a thing.
Just accumulating young athletic players, and
it feels like they duplicating them though.
I mean, they got Doug McDermott,
big buckets.
That's what I said. Like they're picking up a bunch of big white dudes that can shoot and can't defend, or at least in Zach Collins' theoretical shooting and can defend. And then like a bunch of combo guards.
Not sure.
I don't know what's happening there.
Backtracking. Shout out to Bobby Portis.
Hey,
we ain't mentioned
Bobby with the big discount. Left the MLE, which came. I mean, it was clutch when you did it, but when we didn't get PJ, it was even more clutch.
Yeah, man.
It's also like further pissing me off. It's like y'all got him to sacrifice and then weren't even willing to spend to bring
the guy back.
Yeah,
I feel you.
But anyway, Bobby should have cashed out, but he didn't. So hopefully we bring him back next year and he get his bag.
Yes, I wonder if it.
That's what I'm hoping.
Which one of you had like the thing about it being like a transition thing with Brooke possibly?
Me. Yeah. So like starting next year, because they can use like his early bird rights. Like he can, I think his yearly salary can start at 11 going forward, and he can sign for up to 4 years. So legally you're not allowed to do this, and this is what got Minnesota kind of in trouble. But if the idea is okay, next year you can cash in, that might be like their long-term answer at center. Because once they transition off of Brooke, because he's 33 or whatever he is.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can see that. I can see that being a thing.
He just gotta get better than that drop, because it's an adventure.
Or they're gonna have to have Giannis be the 5 and have him be the 4.
Yeah.
Like he can't be a standalone 5.
If your 5's now finna be players like Anthony Davis, you can afford to play the 5.
Yeah.
Because
I guess it comes down to like what strategy like they're trying to employ. Because again, like if you're willing to switch everything all 82 games plus the playoffs, then yeah, you can run with Giannis at the 5 full term. But I guess Giannis is okay in the drop, but that's not really using his talents to the best of their ability.
It's not putting him in the best position to succeed. Y'all think that Dame is happy for what Portland has done? Got Norman Powell back. Got Cody Zeller. Got Ben McLemore and Tony Snell.
Squad.
Where am I going with them? Where am I going? You seen what they doing up there?
It's still kind of early. Like, but maybe they got it. They didn't have money to get in free agent anyway, so like it's all trades. So at this point, like people are probably waiting to see like where things settle, and then they'll pivot to trades again.
Trade me.
That got to be where you go.
Why you trading, folks?
He there.
Make sure I'm one of them.
At least the trade deadline. But CJ, I hope you getting your affairs in order, because
drop the presser. Well, y'all know.
And I mean, Philly hasn't done anything yet either, so. We've always said like that's the most.
They've been holding on. They've been holding on to Ben for dear life.
They got Andre Drummond. So what are you talking about, sir?
Hey, thank you.
I mean,
hey, y'all gonna have fun.
Now, wait. Now that he's gone, like, can we speak openly and honestly about the Andre Drummond experience? Like, how was it for you?
Yo, Drummond, Embiid, and Ben Simmons. Come on, dog. That's ugly.
I mean, he would spell in Embiid. I would assume, because if they think signing Andre Drummond and starting him next to Embiid and have Ben Simmons on the floor,
he want to be a starter.
Crazy.
That was his thing with us. He wanted to be a starter.
Ben Simmons is not going to be a Sixer when this season starts.
He might make it to camp because they feel like they can probably squeeze somebody at that point, but he is not playing a regular season game with them.
No,
because Philly would. I would fear for his safety, his personal safety, if he was on the court game 1 in Philly.
Yeah, them fans.
4th first and an all-star caliber player.
They ain't gonna get all that. Like, eventually they're gonna realize what the market is, and they're gonna pull the trigger because Ben ain't gonna. It's done.
Somebody might get desperate. Like, I understand like why that would be your strategy. Like, you don't come out the gate being like, we gotta trade this nigga, so what can we get from you? Like,
I heard they trading in Portland.
Portland already said if Ben is being traded, like, we ain't giving up Dame for him. And Philly was like, well, we want Dame back. And they was like, absolutely not. How about this CJ?
Right. How about this CJ?
Again, like, the gap will be closed, and like they'll both realize like that's all we got, and then that's when trade. Like the same thing with like John Wall and Russell Westbrook last year. It was like both of those teams wanted more, and they kept talking about like how we're not. Well, at least Washington was like, we're gonna go forward with Wall and Beal, and then it got close to training camp, and they were like, oh fuck, we gotta do this now, and this is all we're gonna get for him. So,
and
that's when trade
for Washington, I feel like it worked out.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that's how trades come about. Because, like, everybody's going to be like, okay, well, we feel like there's other stuff out there or something can come up later, and then it doesn't, and then they settle. It's kind of like dating.
Any other teams that pop out to you or any other moves y'all want to talk about from the free agency?
Shout out to Chris Paul getting his $120 million contract.
Man, listen.
Shout out to Jimmy Butler for getting maxed out.
These older players is cashing out.
Shout out to Trae Young for getting maxed out.
Shout out to Steph Curry
for getting maxed out.
Shout out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
for getting maxed out.
He didn't get maxed out, but D Rose.
What did he get?
He went, I think 3 years, 40 something.
Oh hell yeah! Shout out. I wish you could have been a Laker, but it's all
New York just resigned all their players, added Evan Fournier,
and let a couple go. Like they was like, hey. I told you this is the season of run it back with a twist. Like the core is the same across the league for a lot of teams. They just swapping out the auxiliary pieces now to see if it's gonna work better than last year's rendition did.
That Miami team gonna be an issue.
Miami's gonna be good.
It's gonna be an issue.
We'll see.
I don't think an issue. They're gonna be good.
They'll be better than they were this year.
I'm not scared of nobody.
No.
I already won a champion. I got a championship. We the champs.
Nah, I'm ready to run that back.
Oh, listen. Again, when Giannis done evolve, next season is going to be different. I think that we talked about this before. Like, our 3 guys, I think, are ready to go.
You see what Drew been doing in the
yes.
Now, I've been.
That man is a menace.
The Olympics have been interesting, but the men's basketball team has really been interesting to watch as they've been evolving as their game is going along.
They're on the docket to talk about later.
True, but in regards to the Olympic team, I feel like Drew. No, listen, Drew.
we gonna talk about it later.
No. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I feel like this trip has helped Drew and Chris in their chemistry for the Bucks next year. told that it'll help us out as far as our run next year because now they'll be able to build off of each other and bring that back to work with Giannis. That was my point in the first place. You niggas let me finish.
Okay. It's a good point. It was.
Look, niggas is lost now. You step on this shit. Let me finish now.
I'm letting you cook, nigga. I'm just watching. I was like, you in for the secret
No, because
swim,
it
nigga.
coincided with us talking about the Bucks and their chemistry before us running it back for next year.
Hey, man.
Hey, that was a good point.
I don't give a damn, nigga. I'm worried about the Lakers. What the fuck is going on over there?
So, I know you had pulled up the list before, but who we got left in free agency? Like, I know Kawhi is technically still
Oh man,
available, but
my list is old and outdated. Let's see.
It really ain't too much happening. I mean, for like everybody else, really, it's like a lot of. Here you go.
Oh, wait, like trade or pickups?
Yeah, like Jared Allen's big for Cleveland.
Like
But-
a lot, like. Hey, a lot of teams is gearing up. A lot of young talent. If this draft class is as good as it's advertised, like there's going to be a lot of real fun teams to watch. I don't know what's going on in New Orleans. I do want to say that speaking of young fun teams, Zion about to be.
They for the losing.
Ooh, I don't know what's going on down there, but good luck. Good luck.
I was trying to think, like, as we were talking this through. You got me like, what happened?
They announced they doing for lots of Dipset.
Oh yeah, I'm there. August 1st, October 1st, I think.
They passed now.
See, hey, Burger, I'll be on it, B. Dipset all day.
Oh, when we leave here, that's what's getting turned
Dipset all
on.
day.
Dipset versus the Locks versus battle. No, we got Kawhi, but he's expected to stay with the Clippers. We got Dennis Schroeder. We got Kelly Oubre. We got DeMarcus Cousins. We got Danny Green. Danny Green didn't sign nowhere yet, did he?
No.
Okay. Andre Iguodala, Eames Cantor, Reggie Jackson.
You know, I wonder what Reggie's market is.
Back to the
I would
Clippers.
imagine he goes back to the Clippers.
Yeah, because he was he was balling in the playoffs.
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
Well, nobody has money anymore, so
Yeah.
That's part of the problem
Well,
with Schroeder, where it's like,
and like he can't even go back to the Lakers at this point.
then spent all his money. Hey, we trying to get you, huh?
We tried to get you, nigga. Tough titty, nigga.
I can't come back. We done spent your money.
Hey, I'm
no,
sorry.
that was
Don't
a
you got your
one-time
own money? I
offer.
want Red's money.
Tried to get you in there, boss.
Yeah, like he lost even the sign and trade option. So
Nerlens Noel all over again, bro. Congratulations, you played yourself.
What is crazy as the NBA free agency and whatnot, free agency and everything has been, MLB trade deadline apparently was off the charts.
Bro, this offseason has been fun.
31 deals taking place in the final 48 hours prior to the deadline. That's a lot of trades. I don't even follow baseball like that, but all I kept seeing on my timeline was like, breaking, something's trade. And I was like, dang. I was like, the Cubs done traded everybody, hey.
Yeah,
The whole squad.
Yeah, they
bro.
literally like
the
complete
closers,
rebuild.
the relievers.
A complete rebuild, like for real, for real.
Were they
First,
really
second,
doing
and
that
short.
bad? Were they doing that bad?
The Cubs ain't going nowhere, and they had a shit ton of money
Yeah.
on their salary. Like, there's been the same guys for the most part that they have won the World Series with.
That's what them winning that World Series cost them a lot.
Of course.
So that's
when it cost a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what they just like. Well, shit, we just got to
And
start
then-
over at this point.
Epstein did his job. He got there. He got made him
left.
and bounced.
Yeah.
And after that, it was kind of like, okay, now we got a bloated salary. Like the Cubs got like a top 10 salary in the league.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the Brewers like bottom 5, bottom 10, and we're top 10 in the league, top 5 in the league.
yeah.
Like, it was time to go. It's not a Tim stat. We are top 5.
no, I was just saying, like you just throw the stats out there. It was an
for sure.
actual Tim stat.
But no, it was a lot of movement. Like even the Brewers picked up because we're contenders.
Yeah,
And it feels like people are kind of discounting like the trades that they made earlier in the season. They're like, well, you know, the Brewers didn't keep up with the Giants and the Dodgers and all these other teams. And it's like, well, they picked up Adames or whatever his name is. Like he's been breaking. Like
Since we picked him up,
Exactly.
he was the catalyst in essence. Since we've grabbed him, he can start coming in hitting home because we have the pitching, we just had no bats.
yeah.
He come in, starts hitting doubles, home runs. motherfuckers not getting stranded on base no more.
He's like a legit like MVP candidate.
Like, he came in on a tear, and then all of a sudden we was like, oh, we just needed bats. Like, yes, we just needed bats, bro. Okay, let's go get a couple more bats.
Pitching was never an issue with the Brewers.
Because Yelich hasn't been...
We would have picked up 2 more sluggers. 2 more big sluggers.
These young hitters now, like, it's a different breed of hitters right now. Like,
dude, the home run Eduardo Escobar hit last night. My man's destroyed.
That's the dude they just got from Arizona.
Yep.
Destroyed. He was number 6 in the league in home runs when we got him.
Yeah, I went and looked up his numbers because I'm like, okay, who is this dude? And like, I saw he had like 22 already. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, all right, let's go. They're like, he a former All-Star. I'm like
we got the pitcher. We just need to put runs on the board.
Yeah.
Go get him. He had 4 RBI last night because he had a 3-run home run and a triple.
And it seems like they're not giving up much to do these moves either.
No, we're not ranking the farm system. Like, it's not like.
And they're saying like they farm system ain't even all that good. So even if they gave up their top ones, like it's still not commiserate. Like, it's not comparable to like other farm systems. That's what I'm saying. Like, so like even if you're giving up prospects, it's like other teams got to give up like good stuff, whereas the Brewers are just like it's like second round picks.
What you got?
Like, other teams got first, but we got seconds. If you want it.
But we're also, I guess sometimes we'll add like actual rotational players, like that you can use today. Because if you ain't got no prospects, I'm like, all right, who on your bench? Who on your starters? Give me some of that. But it was like, so speaking of the Cubs, Rizzo went to New York, hit a home run his first game. Javier Baez went to the Mets.
Home run.
Hit a home run his first game. And
Chris Bryant went to the Giants. Hit a home run his first game. So they were the first trio of teammates to be traded, and all hit a home run in their debut for their new team. Somebody was just tweet stats. Like, who had to go through the history books and look that up? And the speed at which they look these shits up too. I'm like, jeez Louise. But no, it's been that was a crazy deadline. Like the Dodgers,
dude. The Dodgers actually got better.
Kinda?
Well, they
grabbed Max Scherzer, bro.
They were already like the top team.
Like, it's like, how can the top team
how can you get even better?
Right.
Like, y'all
just add an all-star shortstop and a Cy Young winner.
Like, how? Like, how is that even possible?
We got 4 Cy Young runners in our starting 5.
They literally buying the championship right now. You literally buying the World Series.
Mookie Betts been hurt.
Hey, if you got the money, get it. Because that's what we do in L.A.
Cody Seager was hurt. He coming back.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw was hurt. He coming back.
Yeah.
So who are the teams where I see everybody think they can win right now, clearly. Everybody buying.
Yeah.
But who's the real World Series contenders here?
Dodgers.
You got Padres, Giants.
Padres.
So you got the NL West.
Padres are literally all of them.
The Padres and the Dodgers are fighting for a wild card spot right now because the Giants is killing it.
Yeah.
So you got the NL West.
But all 3 of those teams can win the World
Series. The World Series, yeah.
That's the wild part. Like, the Dodgers aren't even in first place.
Yeah.
Or the Padres. But
and it's still just 2 wild cards, right? Or
it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they incorporated last year. Oh, no. I have to double check. But I believe it is 2 wild cards for each one.
Per week. Yeah, I thought it was.
I think it was 4.
Well, that's what I mean, 2 in each league.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
But then the Brewers are actually legitimate World Series contenders this year, which is dope as hell to so they Bucks. Okay, hold on, watch this. So we good. The Yankees, of course, because they picked up Joey Gallo from the Rangers, who's a motherfucking monster.
Every time they said Joey Gallo, I kept thinking Joey Votto.
Who just hit a home run recently and broke some record. I forgot what it was.
I think he hit home runs in 7 straight games, if I remember.
Yeah.
I hear the name, I think of wine.
No, but it was
I don't understand that reference.
Who else was it? I would say Houston still, which is always interesting.
They still on
They still got Altuve?
Yeah. Who's the main villains in Houston are starting to pick up again. Springer, Altuve, all the cats. So yeah, it's interesting this year. Like, the NL got the monsters though. Like, the AL has Boston, Yankees.
Boston's
actually good. I thought they were.
No. Well,
They were buying at the deadline.
Yeah, no, the Boston was.
We like a piece away for us to like get over this hump that
I
we
be
got.
forgetting you just got teams all over the country and shit.
Well, I mean,
Like there's no geographical like.
No, yeah, Boston is 63 and 44.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, we just need
It's
that
been
one more
flying under
piece.
the
Tampa
radar.
Bay still. Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
White Sox. Yeah, everybody's
Who has the
kinda-
best records?
Giants, I know in the
Overall,
it was.
Giants,
It's the Giants,
67
right?
to 39.
Ooh.
Then it's Houston at 64 and 42. Then it's Milwaukee at 64 and 43, tied for third with Tampa Bay and the Dodgers.
Oh, we winning.
yeah.
Like we're cold, bro. Like,
Like how many games up are they in their division? It was like
we're 20 games
nine.
over.
Yeah, like 20. Yeah.
No, how many games up in the division? Like over second place. It's okay.
7.5.
Yeah, I thought it was a sizable league.
Yeah, 7.5 in the division over the Reds. But like, yeah, I wouldn't count the Mets, no. But
No.
Houston, yes. Chicago, the White Sox, yes. Tampa Bay, Boston, New York. Even though the Yankees got 56 wins, but they just added
loaded up.
Yeah, so they can go on a tear real quick.
Milwaukee and the NL West.
Like this season, I haven't enjoyed. Like I got back into watching baseball, and like I'm so glad I did. Like I haven't enjoyed watching baseball this much, like in years. And then I got the Saturday night baseball now that they doing on. No, that's what they finna start doing. Like how they do like Sunday night football. So it's gonna be like Sunday night baseball now. That's what they finna push now, real heavy. So it's dope, man. And then it's all the young cats too, like bringing in that young fire, man, getting all these old cats. Cause like I said, it's like a transition right now that's going on. Like, cause baseball is quote unquote a white man's sport or whatever, but now it's like all these young black and young, Hispanic, Latino like players is just like,
Fair enough.
like killing it right now. So
Yeah,
it's
I feel
been
like
dope.
most of the Brewers roster is like people with Spanish names. Like,
Black and brown takeover.
Yeah, it's great to watch.
not to knock us too far off base, but I just saw this tweet with Alex Caruso leaving. LeBron James is now the longest tenured Laker.
Wow.
Dang,
And
dog.
he only been there 3 years,
He cleaned that motherfucker out.
He said, "My guys, my team."
and he only been there 3 years.
Yeah, since 2018.
Yeah, that's 3 years. Yeah, god damn. Yeah. Whatever you got to do,
Each
boss.
year he booted out 5.
Got his team.
Whatever you got
5
to
a
do,
year.
boss. He built his team for
Give
real.
you a whole new 15.
Hey man, that's GOAT status right there. I see you, boss. Keep doing what you're doing.
Of course you
That's
will.
wild.
I mean, are they even the Lakers at this point? Like, it's just a whole new team.
Hey, keep doing what you're doing.
They're LeBron's.
No, we are the Lakers.
Dude just transplanted Cleveland to Los
Right.
Angeles.
Yeah.
We are the Lakers.
I think that's your headphones, Eric. Your
Okay.
cord.
I'm like, okay.
It is. Yeah.
That's gonna be it. It's gonna be a fun season, man.
Yeah.
Fun end of the season. Fun run.
For baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, basketball ain't start yet. I can't wait till it do.
I'm ready. As Tim would say.
Do summer league is like. Isn't the game today?
When that
Or
start?
is it Thursday?
It's like
I
the
don't know.
California league. I think start this week,
I didn't even know they still did, too.
and then next week is like
Summer
Summer league. But why y'all doing that?
John Collins was offered 5 years, 125. He said, nope, max.
What is his max? Do you know?
I guess it's whatever probably trade or something.
Oh,
August 8th, Summer League. Sunday.
That's Vegas, though.
that's
What
Vegas.
she's saying,
Like it's another. It's like a
no.
California. Like all the California teams play each other.
2021 California Classic. August 3rd. Yeah, today.
Today. Okay, I thought so.
8 o'clock. Kings, Miami, and Golden State, Sacramento.
Fire up old league pass.
The NBA is really trying to take over all year round, bro.
I'm fine. Kidnap me, NBA.
Hit that me. Throw away.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is just like because of the condensed schedule. So,
Yeah. Man.
Somebody fast as hell, bro. I'm jealous. All that wind. You don't hear that motherfucker running?
Are you talking about his?
No, this nigga. Tell that I'm jealous.
Bam. Dude's got a magic touch. Pause. Aaron Rodgers finally spoke to the media. Finally aired his grievances. Finally got to get some stuff off his chest. And it really all boils down to him being frustrated. Being left out of personnel decisions. Like, he feels like I earned that by this point. And let's keep it G.
Yeah.
Like Green Bay. People only come here because of me. They know they can win here. So I feel like I should have some more say. And these moves affect my job. So again, consider me, please. And clearly they said, okay, our bad. Here go Randall Cobb. So hey, how do y'all feel about Aaron's 30-minute press conference? Since his comeback, how y'all feeling about it? Does it change anything you felt after all the months of silence?
I enjoyed that motherfucker, bro. I was sitting there. I was like, he really airing these motherfuckers out. He was like, let me start from the beginning for you. This ain't about no draft. Draft? This ain't about no draft.
Go further back.
Draft. Go keep going back. You know, I told these motherfuckers, listen, I'm Aaron fucking Rodgers. Okay, I'm trying to get these guys here in the league. I got friends. You know what I'm saying? I work out with dudes. I'm Aaron Rodgers. People want to work out with me. I got superstar friends who want to come to Green Bay. Not because of y'all. Because I'm Aaron fucking Rodgers.
They know I'm cold.
This ain't no vacation spot. You can't chill here.
Nope.
You ain't coming here to kick it. You coming to work.
Yeah.
Get this dub.
Keep it moving.
And play with Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Because you know when you got Aaron Rodgers,
you win. And these motherfuckers said, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. None of it. I just want them to listen to what I got to say a little bit. That's all I want. I feel like I got enough dubs here. I'm out here walking dogs for cats, being the humanitarian of the year. I'm being quiet in the media. I ain't fucking with nobody. I ain't got no scandals. You know, I'm carrying myself all nice and well in these here streets and on this field. You ain't got no issues out of old Aaron.
Walking dogs for cats.
All I ask is if I want my guy to stay. You just like, hey, Aaron about to cut your guy. I'm letting you know. And I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, my guy, I need him. But you can't even do that. That's all I want. I don't even give a fuck if you can't open your door to get in your office. Does it affect my job? No, I only care about it affect my job.
Now, someone on the other side might say, but Aaron never took a pay cut.
That's the thing. Like, Aaron Rodgers is a very smart man, and like he played that press conference perfectly. Like, he didn't miss a beat until somebody brought up, like, okay, but you know, how would that work salary cap wise? Like, he's like, oh, we'll figure it out. That's a pretty big piece of it. And you're speaking of big pieces, like, you're taking a big piece of salary cap. Like, you can't just yada yada like they let go of all these veterans and then at the same time take every cent. Like, I get it from your perspective. Like, yes, like it affects your job. Like, you're thinking about it from football standpoint. Like, what allows me the best opportunity to win a championship? But like, they're thinking like 53 people on a roster, practice squad, years going down the road. Like, we have to keep all this stuff in perspective.
But I know the custodian.
And I'm not saying like I don't support the front office. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight. It's just different people have competing interests. And like, the people that were making the decisions were like, okay, like, we see it from this perspective, you see it from this perspective.
Yeah.
And like, he's saying like, I just want my perspective heard. So like, from that point of view, like, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, okay, what are you willing to do to facilitate them keeping Brian Bulaga and Aaron, AJ Hawk and whoever
Charles
else he all named?
Well, he's not even just keeping them.
He did mention too that some of those guys were willing to take the pay cuts to stay,
and they said no.
And Green Bay still was
were
like,
they willing to take the pay cuts? Like, because he said like they were willing to take pay cuts, but then he also said they were lowballed on the way out. So it's like,
it could be different guys, different scenarios. Like,
he said, and
he talked to a lot of different. Everybody he named was somebody who he actually had a conversation with,
and we've had conversations about.
But at that point, it's like, okay, if it's like, okay, I'm willing to take a pay cut. I was making 9, I can go down to 6, and they're like, we'll give you 3. It's like, or you can go somewhere else and get 9. Like, it's Jordy Nelson went somewhere else, got paid. Like, he didn't want to leave, but he's like, oh, well, they didn't want to give me what I was worth or whatever, or like what I felt like I was willing to.
No, they
concede.
said he's willing to take a discount.
Yeah, he was willing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what I was willing to concede. But if it was like, I'm willing to go down to 6 to help y'all out, where I could get 9 from Oakland, and they're like, well, we value you at 3.
We know it's a thing with Green Bay, where Green Bay is that we'd rather cut you a year early than a year late. So I could seriously see for some guys, they're like, we don't have any, like, we already have who we got coming up, and that's what we want to do, and that's it. Like, discount or no, like, you're not in the future plans. I can see that happening with a few of those guys.
And then he mentioned the Micah Hydes and Casey Haywards.
Who was going to get paid.
Who didn't get no contract offers.
Like...
Well, Casey was coming off an injury, right?
Casey had...
I don't believe...
Casey popped like his first 2 years, and then I feel like he was hurt years 3 and 4.
His rookie year was his best year when he was with us. And then after that, he did get hurt.
And then he popped off again once he got healthy in San Diego. So
I remember when he signed in San Diego, I was like, Green Bay, y'all stupid for letting him go.
Because they felt like he couldn't play the outside.
Yeah, like I disagreed with that move when it happened. Same with Micah Hyde. Those were two where I was
that's why I say he's smart, because he cherry picked the ones where it's like everybody was mad when they left, because it's like, we love these guys.
But they didn't offer him nothing, which is trash.
I'm just saying, like, it makes sense from both sides. Like, I get why certain people will make certain decisions, and I get why he would be pissed off about it. But at the same time, it's like, he wasn't saying all this shit until they drafted Jordan Love, and he's like, he sees that, you know, like, what happened to them is like, oh shit, that could be happening to me now. And then he went and be like, okay, what happened to you when they were kind of pushing you out the door? And he's like, oh fuck, they are doing that to me right now. So that's when it becomes a problem. It's like, you know, before that it was just like, oh well, you know, like, that sucks, but love you guys, we're still friends, we're brothers.
But they weren't trying to hear him.
Right.
Like he said, he did mention to them subtly and be nice about it, like, hey.
But again, you didn't throw a fit until it was at your doorstep.
I mean, but if you're trying to talk nice to somebody for a long time and they just not hearing you, you get fed the fuck up. You're like, you know what? And he said that, he was like, okay, I want a contract extension. I will wait. All right, come back a couple months later. Hey, yo, I got a new job offer. They were willing to give me what I want and everything. No, we want to keep you now. Y'all wasn't talking that shit when y'all was making me wait. Now all of a sudden y'all hoop line because I'm about to leave. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But again, like, he can't leave, so it's like, why would you?
But apparently he had him by the nuts because they was finna let it. They the one that's bending to his demand. So he could have,
because he was willing to blow it up, like, not because he could go somewhere else. It was because, okay, I'm really willing to sit out. He's gonna
make life a living hell for him.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, until he threw a fit, but like, he really didn't have much leverage to speak of,
because they didn't.
Aside from,
that was his
like,
issue.
I'm not willing to play.
That was his issue. At least giving me some respect to the point where you can run it past me. Just mention it to me. Say something to me.
Years and years of you feeling like you ain't been hurt, and by this point you like, fam, I have won how many MVPs?
Also, a lot of that was under Ted. Like, which I was like, Ted ain't Brian.
But he's also speaking in terms of around Lambeau. Because he knows people. He talks about a lot of people. That's why I know the custodian.
Right.
I know who the lunch lady is. I know who the diners are, the chefs and stuff like that. And everybody talk because I'm the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So I hear a lot of things. So I know who does what everywhere. I've been here long enough to know that. So when you come in and you trying to piss all over the shit, and I'm trying to tell you, don't pee over there. Over here is fine.
Apologies, okay.
You come in and say, fuck that shit, because I'm gonna run things the way I'm gonna run things. Like a lot of people, when they try to make their stamp on places, you just left me out of a lot of shit. And now all of a sudden, we have dysfunction everywhere. And they're blaming the front office. And a lot of people are agreeing with a lot of the shit he said. You come in and disgruntle the entire organization. Not just me on the field. The whole organization.
But this is also an organization that has been, you know, in the NFC Championship game the last 2 years. Which you could say that's because of Rodgers, but at the same time, it's like there are results here.
True.
So it's not like, you know, like they came in and ran the team into the ground. Like, they came in and, like, they've been successful. Like, he didn't say it, but he kind of alluded to the fact that he wasn't happy about, like, not being involved in the coaching thing. And then he's like, oh, but they actually, like, I'm cool with Matt now. And, like, you know, I love him, and, like, it worked out great. So it's like, maybe give them also a little bit of credit, because, like, the decisions that they're making, like, while pissing you off, also are kind of working. Like,
true. And I've always agreed with that as well, because I'm like, okay, it's not like that y'all not doing nothing for him at all, which is why I made the defensive argument, because I'm like, our defense was our weakest point. Our offense had no issues. We was running on foot, I think, in 2011. Mm-hmm. We had no issues putting points on the board. We've always had an issue with stopping the motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they invested for years, first round picks into defense. So for him, yes, it's a bit of a ego, bit of diva. For them, it's also, for him, it's a point. It's the principle of the shit too. So I get that as well. I can understand all of it, and it's fault on both sides, because this shit could have just.
Because he's saying, let me do my job, and they're saying, let me do my job. You know what I mean? Like,
and
we're working with a lot of egos here.
And realistically, it shouldn't be let me do my job, let me do my job. It's like, they should be doing their jobs together. Especially, and that's been the problem. And that's the problem. So at this point, it seems like they're trying to be able to start anew somehow. at the end of his career to make sure that his transition out of football is at least a pleasant one in a Green Bay jersey. That's what it seems like.
The exes that live together.
But that's a far more realistic explanation of the situation. Olympic stuff. So, as Tim mentioned earlier, USA basketball, they beat Spain very late last night.
I actually stayed up for that entire game.
95-81. USA won 2 more wins to a gold medal. Australia's up next. Ironically enough, the women also have Australia up next. Their game is tonight, 11:40 p.m. Hey, as Eric mentioned before, that's the time zones we're working in.
Hey, man.
Now you know how the rest of the world feels when they're trying to watch America.
When I was deployed and shit, that 15-hour time difference was no hope. Not at all, bro. I get it.
I hear you. But, yeah, USA basketball, how are y'all feeling about what the team is putting together right now?
So yesterday actually was the first game that I watched live. And I actually came in, I think the US was down, it might have been double digits or close to it. And then like basically from that point on, like they just ran through the rest of the game. So I guess I didn't see like, you know, what their issue was. It seemed like they were just missing shots from like
they just be missing wide open joints, bro. Like they literally be wide. I mean, they
have a team full of shooters too. Like so, it's you know, aside from Draymond.
But he's the one that's been. I think is he still perfect? He was perfect from in China, Tokyo so far. He was not. He's the motherfucker knocking down. But I mean, granted, it's like 5 for 5.
I'll say he probably ain't taking them shots.
But still, he hitting the wide open joints. The other motherfuckers ain't hitting the wide open joints. And that's why we be down early in these games and we get beat in the first quarter because we've gotten the passing system down. Mm-hmm. So now, like it be some good.
Yeah, there were some good possessions. That's all.
And they be wide open. And he's just clank. Durant wide open. Clank. Lillard 2 in a row. LaVine 2 in a row.
Hasn't looked good this Olympic cycle.
Because he been looking at the free agency trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do when I get back to the crib. Because I'm playing with y'all and I got to look at my roster and shit. Like, I don't want to go home. Can we go to overtime?
There were still a couple possessions like where it seemed like they were kind of hunting fouls. Like they don't have the officiating down yet. Like they don't know what they can or can't get away. And it did seem a little disjointed because like
those there were times
right. There were times where it was like people would get hip checked and there's no call, and then there were other times where it'd be like a touch foul and it would be like, you know, shooting free throws. So it's like I get it,
Rubio,
but it's just like just hoop.
Rubio had himself a game.
That motherfucker Rubio, bro. Whatever. Somebody call Spain coach. Ask him what offense he runs for the Spain national team, and tell them whatever team got to incorporate some of that for Rubio, bro. Just add some of it because he flourishes. It don't matter who he plays. Like Drew was on his ass all game. He was still cooking.
Well, they kept switching.
And then by the end of the game, Drew was like, "I'm not switching."
He shut that water off.
I mean, but he was hitting. He be hitting step back. He
like a
flashes.
Well, it's the same thing that I talked about with like Fournier last week and Patty Mills that they're gonna see in that next game. It's like when these guys are playing on teams that they played for the last 10, 12 years or whatever it is, plus the fact that they're primary options. Like, you know, Patty Mills is a 6th man in the NBA. Rubio is just like, okay, your role is to facilitate. But if he's a go-to, if his role is go-to guy on this team, then yeah, he's gonna look a lot better because he gets to do everything. Whereas like he's a little bit constricted based on his role in the NBA because there are other guys that can do that better maybe, or like his talents are better used to set up other guys as opposed to looking for his own shot first.
That was perfectly said.
Yeah.
That was perfectly said.
NBA players are talented. All of them.
I didn't realize Spain was the number 2 league in the world though.
Number 2 international team, yeah.
No. They said that under the NBA, Spain is number 2 as far as the talent level, as far as basketball in the leagues. Yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. They said it during the broadcast. I was like, that's interesting. I thought it was.
Well, that makes sense. Like Real Madrid and Barcelona are 2 European powerhouses.
But yeah, I don't know what he just said. But
I don't know. I think I understand where he's going. But yeah,
the mumble at the end, I was like, wait, what?
You'll hear it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully.
I forgot to put this on there, but it's kind of more of a transition. The women's soccer team got knocked out with no medals.
And they feeling, they going through it.
I would imagine.
They going through it.
Tough stuff.
But I wonder, and again, like, I'm not calling the bubbles a fraud, but I just feel like it's a different environment, like when you're used to playing in front of large crowds.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, now they're isolated in this bubble in a foreign country. Like, everybody's under the same guys, but it's like, maybe that's more of like a leveling of the playing field.
Tokyo shutting down sections of the country in the middle of the Olympics still going on because of COVID.
So, like, it's other stuff going on that might affect, like, their on the field play.
And yet and still, they were sick. Not a medal.
So now they play for bronze.
No, not a medal. They out.
Shit.
It's
like,
done.
if the men's basketball team would have lost yesterday, like, they would have been in the same boat.
But we ain't here. We in the medal game.
Yeah.
We better go.
We'll probably have to see Luka and them in the final.
Because it's Slovenia up against who? Is it France?
Yes.
And then us in Australia? That's going to be a good game. Both of them are going to be good games. Let me see what time these come on. I might have to try to find a way to take a nap. Stay up. Also in Olympic news, though, Simone Biles has been like the talk of
Tokyo.
Shoot, the world.
About to say it.
Because she withdrew from an all-around team event last week because she was talking about how she had some mental health issues and also a case of the Twisties, which I did not know the Twisties were a thing.
Me neither.
What a cute name for something so terrifying. In case you don't know, the Twisties happens with like gymnasts when they're spinning and they lose complete track of how many spins they've had. Like they just spinning. They no longer.
Where you at?
Yeah, like they.
So it's basically like getting dizzy in the air.
You don't know if you upside down, sideways,
but you spinning. Like,
ooh, you land on your head like that. With
but you're twisting. Hence the Twisties. Like it's. If I got the Twisties, I wouldn't want. I'd be like, no. And she mentioned it takes a while to clear up too. Like you kind of just are disoriented for a little while. Like you just.
You don't know where to protect yourself on the way down. You can break some
even
shit.
after, like she was like, you're just kind of distorted. Like you just. Be a lot of twisting and turning. I can understand that. She caught a lot of flack for stepping down. People were calling her a quitter and all kinds of other nonsense because, again, I just explained what the Twisties were. How dangerous is that for an athlete to go out when they know that this is what they're experiencing?
No, Camille, you got it wrong. Like, these people are supposed to put their lives on the line for the sport that they love. Like, for our entertainment and for national pride. It doesn't matter if you could die from it. You're a professional athlete representing your country on the world's largest stage. You just suck it up. You do it.
Now, before I tell you to fuck off, do you want to understand how the Twisties work and then change your opinion, or do you just want to?
Of course not. I don't give a fuck what they have going on. These people are just avatars on my television. They are not real people to me. I don't care. It's the USA.
them cats.
They represent me, and I feel like that makes me a weaker person because my athletes are weak, and they make us look bad to Russia.
Is that strong?
That's probably what they say.
That's what they
Maybe China too. They don't want to look bad to China either.
No, it's all, geopolitics. Like, if this is a proxy for war and armies and shit.
This is wild. It's sports, fam. Like, hey, national pride for sure. End of the day.
But I mean, it's national pride, sure. Like, until like they get back and they ask you, like, protect them from sexual predators or pay them a living wage or at least as much as their male counterparts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Then there's no national pride in that. Like, it's just every person for themselves.
It's just life. Now, which one of you added the story about the Belarus? What's this country?
Belarus. But anyway, I'm not gonna try to pronounce her name because I would just butcher it. But Belarusian.
I'm glad it's not just me. Cause I looked at that name and I said, "Yo."
Belarusian sprinter she alleged that her team tried to abduct her and send her back to Belarus. I think she said she had a disagreement over the events that she was entered into. Like, they tried to have her run an event that she had never practiced before, that she wasn't a specialist in, and she not even fought back, like, just kind of raised that issue, like, I don't do this, like, this isn't what I do. And her coach took that as disrespect and basically it reached like the highest levels within Belarus, and like they're like send her ass home.
Like,
and she was saying,
rules, bro, like make sure you get eliminated so you can bring your ass back.
No, before she was even going to compete, like they withdrew her from her event, and like she said that she was taken by force to the airport, and they were like, "You're going home," and like they have audio of a argument that she had with her coaches where he was like, if you go back home, like you're gonna commit suicide, and she took that as they gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So like now there's a whole thing at the airport in Tokyo. She's like, I'm not getting on this plane, and she didn't. And I think Poland was it Poland? Yeah, Poland offered her asylum. Well, they offered her a humanitarian visa with the intention of granting her asylum because she fears for her life if she goes back home.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as hell, dude.
For the Olympics, bro.
Wow.
They be feeling like it's that big a disrespect.
Wow. You go
again, like if you want to talk about national pride, like,
yeah, bro. Like, be thankful you're an American athlete.
I mean, that's still fucked up. Like what she's going through too, but like it also like
it's crazy.
Other issues going on. It's not just Americans.
Mm-hmm. They yes. It's life or death. That's some wild shit. Go play this game.
No, I'm good.
Life or death, bro.
We don't need you. What do you mean? What do you mean just on the team?
No, we don't need you on Earth.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Hard transition from that. The NFL Hall of Fame game between the Cowboys and the Steelers is going to take place Thursday, August 5th.
Hey.
Football is back.
Dun 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 dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
Dun 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 dun. I am excited.
That game's at 7 o'clock Central Time.
I'm in my drop top.
The induction, though, for the Hall of Fame ceremony is going to take place on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Of course, all times listed are Central. I'm so thirsty for football. I found that NFL Throwback on YouTube. They got old seasons of Hard Knocks on there. I've been rewatching some old seasons.
What season is that premiere? The new one.
Next week.
Sunday, I believe.
I think it is, yeah. But the music stopped abruptly. But I watched the Ravens 2001 season. That's when I was like, I should have known Shannon Sharp was going to be like a TV personality because he was on there key and ha.
I feel like that was that the first season of it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I watched that as a kid.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Like when they had the rookies do like, one of them did like a Shannon Sharp impression.
You had the bucket hat.
Now y'all know that, Shannon Sharp.
Who else did I watch? I watched the Cowboys. I think it was 2002. I was like, God, I forgot how bad they were before they got Romo. Like, they were like, poo.
Was that Parcells?
No, it was, God, I can't think of the coach name. It was someone who's not there too much longer. But that one kind of skipped around. Jerry Jones, I was like, oh, this man charismatic as a mug. They had just drafted, the safety, Roy Williams.
Oh my God!
It was his rookie year. That Hard Knocks.
He was supposed to be the truth.
Yeah, he was.
Roy Williams was supposed to be the truth, man.
Then I watched the 05 Bengals. Chad. He was Ocho. He was Ocho. I'm still watching that one right now. And then I saw like they had... No, I finished that one. I'm watching the Dolphins now. The 2012. So it's more Chad Johnson. He's back to Chad. But he don't last long on this one. I remember this one he had, but... girl. Yeah. But I was like, man, I'm looking forward to some football. Some NFL transaction and injury news. So, Colts quarterback Carson Wentz.
Man, bro.
He gonna be out 5 to 12 weeks after having surgery on his foot. Now, this time frame is so wide and large, because players recover from this injury at different times. It just really depends on the athlete.
We gonna see that with the Colts, cause
he could be back to start the season.
And they got another person with the same exact injury that is on the same exact timeline. So, like, we'll see. One probably be 5 weeks, one will be 12 weeks.
Yeah, so we might see Carson Wentz week 1. We might not see him until the middle of the season. We don't even know.
Dave Campo was the head coach of the Cowboys.
Dave Campo. Yep. But yeah.
Fun fact, Mike Zimmer was the defensive coordinator for that team.
It was, yes. Mike Zimmer was He's a yeller. He's a yeller.
I can tell that from TV games.
Top of his lungs too, probably.
Oh, and the Jet season was funny too. Seeing that one.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
Rex. I was like, oh, Rex Ryan team. Saw
I think I watched
Sanchez.
that one too. Yeah, that was an entertaining one.
Yeah.
Zimmer seemed like he cussed a lot.
But yeah, what y'all think the Colts gonna do? Nick Foles was kind of like, "Come get me," without saying, "Come get me."
I'm just
Come get that.
I've heard good things about Phil so far from camp. Like they're saying the reports are off the charts.
I'm ready.
Feared that would be the case.
it's gonna be,
I got to bring him
that's
down
gonna be
though.
the case.
For real.
Boy,
They posted a
The
picture of the
Lakers.
04 Lakers.
Someone else is feeling that 04 Laker
Hey,
vibe.
chill out.
man, as I seen it happening, I was just like, dude, this
Relax.
is not gonna
Every 8 years, like Tim
Relax.
said.
We're not putting that in the. We're not putting that in the atmosphere. We're not putting
It's
that.
this
there, right?
this last 8 got an
No.
asterisk because of COVID.
They ain't nothing but the devil.
But nah, we'll see what happens with Wentz. They said it was an old injury, and then the bone came loose.
When it's just like April or something like that. Like it's been a long time. He had this bruise.
They said that he had this injury possibly back in high school.
Oh wow.
But how the fuck? Did
I don't know. Bodies are weird.
Yeah, they just said they're going in to remove a bone in his foot. I'm like, how?
A broken bone came
Okay.
loose.
Yeah.
So maybe it was always broke, but like slightly, and then over
Like, it's just
time.
floating around in his foot for
Like-
the last 10 years.
That's crazy.
Oh, this was normal to me. I didn't know I was supposed to feel this way.
My foot don't supposed to look like this.
You sure?
Women always told me my foot look weird.
I thought it was normal.
That's weird, but I hope he has a speedy recovery.
I do too.
Because this is supposed to be his shot over here with the Colts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be like they got weapons enough for him now. Like they have the line.
Offensive
Oh, they
line,
lost
great.
Quentin.
Yeah, they starting.
Oh, that was the one I was talking about.
Quentin
yeah,
Nelson.
Quentin Nelson. He was the
Yeah.
one that also broke
Same
his
injury.
foot and has the same surgery.
Yeah,
And
he like the best lineman in the league.
He's the best left guard in the league. Yeah,
Mhm.
like Quentin Nelson is a monster.
He came off the gate, just
You want to run,
Oh.
you run behind him.
yeah.
And it ain't easy. It ain't gonna be easy for the Colts because their first 5 games is Seattle. Got them Seahawks. Then you got them Rams. Don't forget, Matt Stafford over there now. It's an
He got
air
hurt.
show. Stafford got hurt.
Yeah, he hit his hand on the
Oh,
somebody's
his
helmet.
helmet. Yeah. He'll play through that. He all right. You got the Titans. Tannehill and Henry
Fine.
and Julio.
I don't know about Julio.
Julio hurt too?
No, Julio on some legal stuff.
Wait, what? What happened with Julio?
I don't know. Go keep going. Just keep going.
Allegedly, we'll say that.
You scared? I'm like, what?
Throw this nigga under the bus.
Speaking of legal stuff, the Vikings had to cut their first round pick last year. Jeff Gladney,
Yeah, bro.
DV.
Oh, God.
And it was like he was indicted, I think, today, and they reported like what he did allegedly. Yeah, no, he threw his ass under the jail.
Yikes. I don't need to know the details.
That's
Nope.
trash.
Yeah, it was over some cannabis company was filing a lawsuit against him.
Against Julio? Mm-hmm. He got the weed man suing him?
Cannabis company filed suit against Julio
Him
Jones.
and Roddy White.
Yeah, that was. I knew he was in some legal shit.
What? This just seemed like a civil thing.
Right, for like
Like it's not criminal.
this ain't nothing. This
You made some nice nigga.
he ain't gonna
Right.
waste no time for no weed company
just getting
suing him.
For fraud and money. Oh, fraud
Wait.
and money laundering.
I'm like, And if they said Fox News could be part of this lawsuit, so it's
What? How they?
How Fox gonna get involved in this too?
no.
Yeah, he just getting sued. It's not criminal yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. They got the Dolphins and they got the Ravens. We can just round that out right there. It's tough start to the season, so we'll
Yeah.
see what happens with Indy. Nick Chubb, he going back to the Browns, 3-year contract extension. Good for you, $36.6 mil.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Justin Houston, who had many offers from many teams.
Did he?
Oh yeah, he had a lot of offers, and he called up Baltimore. He said, "Hey, I liked my visit with y'all. Would y'all like for me to come up there too?" And they said, "For sure." Hit him with a 1-year deal.
I think they've been needing pass rushers.
They do.
You can never have too many.
Oh, they do.
But
That's a big pickup for them.
this football season gonna be fun too. Like it's a lot of,
It's-
all these sports now have a lot of parity towards the top. So like you can easily have your pick of 5 or 6 teams who can realistically have a shot at winning in the big three in the football, baseball, basketball.
There's a lot of talent across the league.
I feel like that talent is like just in athletics is exploding.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing the fruits of like grassroots for the last 10, 15 years.
The academy's really taking root now,
right? And like there's so many like more AAU. Like AAU has become so much more professionalized. Like so many travel teams in football. Like just across sports. Like kids are basically being made professionals from younger and younger ages. Like we're seeing that now, and like they're smarter, to be quite honest, than like their predecessors about like
they get put on game.
Right, like
each one teach one.
Basically, it was like you get to the NFL before it's just like, oh well, good, figure it out on your own. Like now, people are being groomed like from middle school essentially. Like, yeah, you're gonna be a pro, so here's how you need to act like a pro. So like people are lasting longer and taking better care of their bodies and all that type of stuff.
That Cleveland baseball team, they transitioned. They were like, hey, we're gonna be the Cleveland Guardians, but apparently they hit a snag. Because apparently there's another roller derby team that's been using that name for over a decade.
Nobody look.
Simple Google, bro.
I was gonna say nobody Google
All you had
that.
to do was look at clevelandguardians.com and it would have come up.
Like,
wow.
How do y'all do this?
Y'all tripping.
Wow.
And more likely, they knew
that,
and they were just like, we can beat them. So like they just didn't care.
Or they were like, yeah, we know this is going to be coming, so we'll just stall them out a little bit.
Here's the thing that the baseball team has is that they claimed the trademark this year because it was unclaimed. So like the roller derby team can be like,
we've been using it for forever, but they don't have a trademark.
Y'all don't own that name, so.
And it's one of those things that comes down to like legal interpretation, because it's like some places are more lenient to like actually using it versus who has the trademark. So it's like if you can demonstrate that you've been using it and making money off of this thing for forever, and like this new entity is gonna come in and like damage that, like you may be able to get a judge in your favor. But again, like it's the resources of a roller derby team versus a team that's been around for the last 100 plus years in Major League Baseball. So we'll see. Like from what I understand, the roller derby team is like really applying pressure at this point. Like they're putting out way more merch than they did previously. Like I think they even filed like some type of trademark or something for whatever the baseball team didn't claim. So it's like, I think it was like jerseys, hats, something else.
Hits on that website by accident.
So like the roller derby team is like, no, y'all gonna have to pay us if y'all want us to come off of this.
Maybe if it's sold out of their merch, like, what the hell happened?
And they gonna say, man, we gonna make some money on this until we figure this out. And then we want some more money.
Right. I think it'll just end up with a settlement. Like they'll pay them off and then it'll be another.
Yeah.
But
more money, more money, more money.
Hey, just give me 10% of future earnings.
Okay. That's a big percentage, eh?
Hey, listen, I'm giving y'all my name.
We'll take it.
It's my livelihood.
What you mean?
That's how you get tied up in litigation for the next 10 years until they bleed you dry, and then like you broke.
And then you ain't got no more money.
Right, like don't overplay your hand.
You could have been paid. Speaking of getting paid, apparently Evander Kane, NHL black hockey player, he's under investigation after his estranged wife made claims on her Instagram account that Kane bets on his own games and that he intentionally tanks for gambling profits. She put on her IG, how does the NHL let a compulsive gambling addict still play when he's obviously throwing games with bookies to win money? Maybe someone needs to address this. Evander Kane, of course, denied these allegations.
This is wife?
His ex-estranged
Soon to be.
Yeah, they're going through some things. And so she decided to fuck up the bag. Either she either got her own money already, family got her. She decided I'm gonna burn it all down.
Or maybe he done gambled away all their money, so there's nothing to take.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna bleed you dry. I'm gonna take half, and I'm gonna make sure you can't get no more.
Or I want to ruin your name.
Yeah.
That was option 2. Burn it all down.
Oh yeah, burn it all down. Okay, yeah, that's in there too. Okay. So we'll see what happens with Evander.
That's some wild shit.
Hate to hear it happen to one of the few black hockey guys out there, but
Yeah, I've heard he's a dick.
oh, that's unfortunate. A law firm hired to conduct the NCAA Gender Equity Review recommends a combined Final Four for men's and women's basketball at the same site.
Yeah, so if you remember, they both had bubbles this year, and like it was disproportionate. The accommodations for the men's bubble versus the women's bubble, and they're saying like to alleviate that, like just have them all same site. You combine the tournaments, have everybody get the same treatment, which
Together.
I mean shouldn't have been, shouldn't have taken this long for that to be figured out. But I guess we're here now, and we'll see what the NCAA does with that recommendation.
Wonder how they would schedule the games.
Off days, I guess. I don't know.
Alternate, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hence alternate. Duh. Okay. You had to blow the whistle, I believe. It's not on this paper, but I believe you had one.
I did, but I don't remember what it is. I'll look it up. 1 second.
All right. Well, while he's looking that up, we can head into the segment. Oh wait, we ain't ended.
All right, now that's enough out of you. You know what? Tee his ass up.
Oh yeah. My blow the whistle is on former Kansas City Chiefs running back Anthony Sherman. He tweeted out, "The NFL is making players wear colored wristbands now based on vaccination status. Funny. I thought we all agreed on the evils of segregation back in the 60s. Here we are again. Only this time it's based on personal health choices instead of skin color." He followed that up. Let me grab the rest of the tweets because he was on a roll.
Oh.
This guy.
He had a few things to say.
He wanted to clear it up because, people naturally reacted to that tweet. "It's clear that my words have been twisted and spun to mean something I did not say or intend. I never said that segregating players based on vaccination status was as bad as racism and the segregation of the 60s. What I was drawing out was a principal point that segregation based on immutable characteristics like race is evil. And what makes that evil is denying a human who is made in the image of God and has inherent dignity and value, the same civil rights as another human being." Now, transition to the vaccination question. Yes, someone. Wait, I'm getting mixed up. Either way, he goes on for a long time in the thread of tweets. They're all nonsensical. And they don't refute the fact that motherfucker said segregation based on race is the same as segregation based on vaccine. Which is not, because you can't catch black.
Right. Like,
and even if you could, it's not gonna kill you. I mean, police might, but
Damn, it might.
he said ain't no money.
It's just what the white people be trying it. That's all I got. Not all of them, but as a collective, they be trying it.
Yeah.
And you're choosing to be segregated if you're choosing not to get vaccinated, because it's consequences. Like, you can be vaccinated and you get to do these things, or you cannot get vaccinated and then you gotta do these things.
So this is a white player.
Of course, it's a white player.
I didn't know him. I could have been a black guy. Let's get clarity for the people.
Let's get clarity.
Crack ass. Yeah, I don't have to go too far into that. I just wanted to bring that up, just so you're aware of what's bubbling under the surface. I did see that the NFL Players Association is asking that vaccinated players get tested more frequently than so that it's closer to how much non-vaccinated players have to get tested. It's like,
okay,
they're saying it's not fair.
So you're wasting resources after that.
I mean, I guess they're saying, because you can still catch COVID as a vaccinated person, they should still be tested at the same rate or close to it.
Okay, that's a fair argument.
I mean, whatever, it's a test. It's not that inconvenient.
Take 2 seconds. Go ahead and knock it out.
Keep it moving. All right, take top 5 time.
It's gonna be up and down.
5, 4, 3,
2,
1. Tech top 5.
Alrighty, last week was best NBA second round draft picks. You had Gilbert Arenas on your list too.
I did.
Someone else had Gilbert,
I did.
but it was Eric's list that won this week.
Congratulations, sir.
Okay.
Shout out to you, sir. Hold on, let me
Good to be back in the winning circle.
let me pull up your list for you. Hold on, let me read the people what won. You had Draymond Green at 5, Gilbert Arenas at 4, Marc Gasol at 3, Manu Ginobili at 2, and then Nikola Jokic at number 1. Shout out. This week, we are doing the greatest wide receiver duos. Tim? What you got?
bro. Number 5.
5.
I'm gonna go with Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt.
Okay.
Actually, no. Number 5, I'm gonna go with. Oh damn, do they got a ring too? Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne.
That's 5.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go with Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce and number 4. Number 3. It was they played on the Colts. It was how you say his name? Fred
Biletnikoff?
Yeah, him. And I forgot who was running mate with. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll find.
But they third all time. You don't know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Don't worry about my list, okay? It's my list. Don't worry about how I got here. Don't worry about how I got here. Hold on. Oh, and Cliff Branch. They played for the Oakland Raiders. My bad. Number 3. Number 2. I'm gonna go with Chris Carter, Randy Moss.
Hey, what number?
2.
Okay.
And number 1, I'm gonna go with Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
Okay.
That's solid. As I whispered, this is gonna be off the top of the dome. At 5, I'm gonna be a homer, and I'm gonna go with. Ooh, which one do I want? Let me get Down Driver and Greg Jennings.
Okay.
No,
I thought about Jordy and Randall,
I'm about to say Jordy Cobb was.
but I feel like their primes didn't line up close enough. Same thing with Devontae. Like if it was like Devontae and like prime Jordy, like they'd be like hell yeah. But
Yeah.
4, we get Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne.
Okay.
3, John Stallworth and Lynn Swann.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, Chris Carter, Randy Moss. 1, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens.
There you go. I like that. They're definitely on my list.
You got old Jerry.
Listen.
Actually, I want to switch 1 and 2. I'm gonna switch 1 and 2.
So
Chris Carter, Randy Moss is 1. Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens is 2.
That's a good list.
Jerry Rice could be on the list 3 times if you really
Damn
want
Right, Jerry Rice could just be the list.
Yeah, damn.
You
Yeah.
can do
Whoever the hell was on the other side, it don't really matter. It was Jerry Rice.
You can do Jerry and Tim Brown, and they got in Oakland. You can do
Nah,
Jerry.
that's too far.
Hey,
But all time, like if you take like cumulative effect.
you got him and John Taylor. You got him and T.O. Like,
Damn, I wanted to get Jimmy Smith and Keenan Cardell on there. Is my list locked yet? You ain't started. Yeah, that's my number 5. I'm gonna take the Packers off.
well, whatever.
I'm gonna write it
I was
out.
like, yeah, we gonna have to hear your list back.
Shit, I'm gonna have to hear my list back.
Cause I'm like sitting here like I don't even know who was on your list no more. Number 5, I got Lynn Swan and John Stallworth. 4, I'm going Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. 3, I'm going Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. 2, Chris Carter and Randy Moss. And 1, Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
In my list at 5, I have Isaac Bruce and Terry Holt. At 4, Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. 3, Jerry Rice and T.O. 2, Jerry Rice and John Taylor. Number 1, Chris Carter and Randy Moss.
For sure.
And there you have it.
Hey, that's Tech Top 5 for the week. Don't know why that turned into a song, but that felt good in my soul this week. So that's what we did. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. As a reminder, rate, review, subscribe, like, all that good stuff that helps us out. We appreciate it. There weren't no Tech File Challenge this week, so I ain't got nothing to tell you about that. I just realized I was going to say, I was going to repeat it.
Realize we did. I
I was like, we didn't have one. We just kept on rolling.
Oh yeah, download the Good News Radio app. Do it right now.
Do that.
Interact with us, man. We tell y'all this every week. Every week y'all listen. Just listen to us live. Interact with us. We here. Good News Radio app. Download it right now.
All that stuff. Anything else y'all want to get off your chest before we wrap this up?
I tricked off this top 5. I know that much.
Vince McMahon was tripping, bro.
What?
Letting Bray go like that, man. Hey, best of luck to Bray Wyatt. In your future endeavors, sir.
Go ahead and go to AEW. I just got an alert that says Phillip Rivers says he won't close the door on possible NFL.
Yay!
Well, he coming back to the Colts.
Right.
Yep.
They called that contingency plan up and said, hey.
It's like,
Hey, I see y'all quarterback. You
know, I got 20 kids.
They got Jacob Eason right now. No.
What happened to Jacoby Brissett?
I thought he was in Miami.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's in Miami.
But yeah, we hope y'all enjoy the show. Do all that good stuff that helps us grow. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On the Twitter and Instagram at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
your mom is fancy.
Thank you, good sir.
At the NBA champion Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Yo.
Everyday
too short.
Right.
Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TimKinz, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. So we meet again.
We'll be back soon, fam. Don't even fret. Peace out, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.
How many thumbs?